Since 1999, Networks Theatre has been a home to English-speaking theatre in Orihuela, Spain. The theatre, founded by Nick Moore, has presented over 110 shows. From children's shows through to plays, musicals, theatre and education, and our proud history of 18 specially written pantomimes. Pull up a chair and join us as we meet another of our wonderful company in Networks Theatre, Conversations with. Hello again, my name is Nick Moore and welcome to Networks Theatre Conversations with. Here we have another episode with one of our actors who's part of Networks royalty because she's been around for such a long time. I'd like to welcome Marta Vegara.
Hello guys, nice to be with you all.
Hi Marta, and where are you speaking to us from today?
I'm speaking from Orihuela from my teenager's room.
Okay, so you're back with your parents for a short while, are you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and what are you currently doing in life?
I've been unemployed since the pandemic started, so
Okay.
but fortunately I started working as a real estate, yes,
Yeah.
as a real estate agent in February.
Okay, so that's coming up soon. So you're kind of enjoying the break until you start work again in February.
Yeah, well, it's been like an interesting break, but yes.
Okay, good. Did I not see you at one point you were down in Malaga, that area?
No, I've been before the pandemic, I've been in Madrid.
Oh, Madrid. Okay, okay.
Yes, but you know, I have always been around. I love to travel and all, so.
Good, good, good. Well, as you know, the Networks Conversations with is a way for us to connect with people who have played a really important part in Networks history. And almost you go back to the start of the theatre at Networks. We think, because you're not exactly sure, are you? But your first show was in December 2000, 22 years ago. With Robin Hood. Do you think that was your first show?
I think it was my first show because I don't remember anything before that apart from the time you arrived from the time you arrived in Networks. And I remember Lee got us playing like some role play for the class, but it was more like a speaking exercise played in the theater with you.
Okay.
Than a show.
Okay.
So, yeah, but the first show it was that, and I remember us painting the T-shirt as we were peasants, or I don't remember exactly, and all the excitement about join this big family that we have become.
We have become. So how did you first hear about the theatre? Did Lee come in and say you can participate in the course? Did your hand instantly go up and say I want to do it?
Yeah, well, it's always Lee's idea because I think about him as a pioneer, really, in all these kind of English methodologies to give the students always a little bit extra, a little bit more to learn. He know that I was very a social girl and very outgoing and always participating in class, but also I was very shy. And he thought it was going to be a good opportunity for me to develop all my English skills and also get some personal things going on also.
Yeah.
And he talked with my mom and I wasn't really sure about it, but my mom, you know, she told me, you can always stop. So you just try it. And if you like it, you can just go on. And if not, you just stop.
And how old were you on the first theatre course?
Oh my God, I don't remember. I will have to, yeah, I have the book here actually. It's like the one we did for the anniversary.
A bit of promotion for our 100 shows book. Thank you.
Yeah, so
they are still available at the theatre, by the way.
So it was 2000 actually. So it was like a rounded date. And I'm 34 now. So
wow. I don't mean wow, as in you're 34. I mean, wow, somebody who did our theatre course as a child is now 34.
Yeah.
I mean that nicely, of course, but
Yeah.
to me, that's a wow thing, because you're actually older now than I was when I first did the courses. Because
Yeah.
I was about 32 when we did that course. Wow.
Yeah.
Time goes on. So do
Yeah,
you
I was like a pre-teenager, and I remember everything that was going on, because I think it's also a fun experience, of course, the theater, but it isn't the same like the adult shows. Obviously, you take that in another way. That just starting as a teenager or as a kid is completely a different kind of experience.
Sure, you start off in the first group and it is a different experience, but it's good preparation in many ways. Do you remember anything from the first show, what you had to do or what you had to say, or a song?
Well, I remember that it was good, like girls playing boys parts, everything that we have to work together, even if you think your part was small, but always was important.
That's
So
great.
it
Yeah.
makes me think about the idea that we all make a big important part in every show.
Yeah.
And even if obviously it depends on the person, but I myself, I was very I had my issues with the self-esteem and everything. So I always thought at the beginning that maybe I wasn't good enough, maybe, to take a big role on the theater.
Wow.
And by looking at the rest of my friends playing their part and everything, and watching them, that in the end all the show come together, even if you don't know your lines at the beginning and you have to rehearse a lot, it gives me like the power to to always have this thought that maybe, Marta, one day you will be playing a main role character in one of the shows. And
Yeah,
that happened in
absolutely.
the end.
And that was going to happen later in, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Yeah. When you were first doing the theatre courses as a student, did you prefer the rehearsals or the shows, or you like them equally the same?
Oh my God. The rehearsals were so funny because lots of things were going on. And in the end, it's really difficult. Like, I mean, I'm not proud of you, but I really value your work, because getting lots of teenagers and kids and everything try to pay attention and focus about a thing is so difficult. So it was like so fun when somebody was on a stage, you were chit-chatting with your friend, but also were like deciding if you were going to wear makeup or not in the show. And I don't know, a lot of things were going on at the same time during the rehearsal, and I think that's a really fun part of it. But also like the tight stomach on the shows.
Yeah, well, the nerves, a lot of people suffer from nerves, but nerves are good because they focus you in that moment. Do you remember how many shows you've done across the years?
I think it was like 11 or 12 maybe.
Okay. Wow, it seems a lot more.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking yesterday, like, how many shows? And I was looking at the book to refresh my mind.
Yeah.
And it was like 12 shows, but I have the feeling that I've done more.
But yeah, because sometimes I remember you coming in once and saying that you wanted to be in the panto, and I said it's all full. I don't have any parts left, and you said I'm happy to be a dancer. And I think you were a rat or something, weren't you, in one of the Dick Whittingtons?
Yeah, and I love that part because it was so funny, like to play a villain and to be all in costume, unrecognizable.
Is there a favorite type of show that you like to be in? Because you've been in quite a variety, haven't you? Pantomime, play, drama, or do you prefer to be in comedies? What do you prefer?
I love them all. I think it gives you different different things. I don't know. So it's like it's good that I have been part in different kind of shows. I'm not like, I love the comedy, but I love also the drama. I'm both. So
Okay. What was the last show that you appeared in?
Behind the Wall.
Behind the Wall, which was written and directed by our teacher, Hannah Palethorpe. Hello, Hannah. And she wrote a really hard-hitting drama. Can you, in a nutshell, explain what Behind the Wall was about?
Well, it was about domestic violence victims, and Hannah took this opportunity related with her experience, worked in New Zealand, pull up a really tough and strong and powerful show. I played one of the violence victim.
One of the victims, yeah.
One of the victims. And it was really powerful because lots of things were going on in that show. It shows obviously the problem of the victims, that they had about, asking for help before it's too late.
Sure.
But also about friendship and how your personality and your strength of a beautiful and intelligent woman can shrink till nothing because of that.
I think one of the things I'm most proud of across the, the 110, 111 shows we've done across the years has been the times where we've been able to tell these more hard-hitting stories. Because even though we're known for our pantomimes, we've still done things like When I Was Me and Behind the Wall and Kindertransport. You also participated in Kindertransport as well, didn't
Actually,
you?
I was going to mention it because for me, the first hard show was Kindertransport.
Right.
Like you read the stories about that in history classes when you're at school, and you watch documentaries and shows about it, but you've never been part of it, and you've never had to put on the skin of one of those person that suffer. And actually I was playing, I don't remember the name of my character, but the one that shows how deceased, how his friend is being killed in front of him.
Right.
You remember the shotguns in the show. That was, goosebump, because that happened in reality. And to be able to put that in a show in a village of Orihuela, that is, it's not like Madrid or anything.
Oh, sure. It's special, isn't it?
Yeah, and to give the opportunity to people to feel that, to see that, and to experience that, I think is incredible. So I think, like, you've been a really gift to Orihuela, because you have given us the opportunity to laugh, to cry, to feel a lot of things, and to be more aware of.
No, that's great. It was all meant to happen. And as you referred to at the beginning, it was all about Lee Alexander, because without Lee encouraging me to come back to networks and to work with children, and one of the provisos of me coming back and becoming a language teacher was I still wanted to produce theatre. And I clearly remember saying to Lee, if I come back, I've got to do theatre. And so we worked what I think is a great system with our pantomime, and then the children's show at Christmas, which you first appeared in, and then a bigger show, bigger musical, maybe January, February, March, and then a play, of which you've been in several of those in May, and then back to the theatre course in June. Okay. Pantomime, how did you find the experience of performing in pantomime?
I love it. It was gorgeous. And actually, I've never heard of pantomime before being in one of those in Network Theatre.
Sure.
We all have heard about musicals, even if you have never been to
Yeah.
But pantomime is a very specific kind of show that you bring from England. And I don't know, it's exceptional. It's so, like, you have everything, but above all, you have fun and laughed, and the damn part has always been like, I think, one of our favorite parts, like to
Yeah.
see you and Dennis or Pilar or what they're gonna wear.
Or Joaquin. Joaquin played the
Oh
drum
yes,
once as
Joaquin
well.
also, he played them one time.
He did, yeah.
So it was like, what is gonna be this time? What kind of crazy idea that Dennis is going to put in his costume
Sure.
thing? So it was really fun, and also a lot of songs. So it's like we have also that, like, shows that have more words than songs. Pantomime has always had those funny songs and
Absolutely, yeah. You had a bit of a special relationship with one group of dancers, didn't you? And you, I remember you had a secret name for your dancers, and nobody will ever guess what it was. And it was Reknad. And I went, well, that's dancer in reverse. You went, oh no, it's a secret. And remind me the names of some of the people who are connected to Reknad, can you?
Okay, well, it's my lovely Diana Benito,
Okay.
Ana Ballesta,
Yeah.
Maria Grau, and Marisal Marcha.
Okay, Marisa. Okay, wow, a name I haven't heard for a long time. And you're still in contact.
Yes, after all these years, and actually because they became super friends, super close friends, and because I went to Salamanca to study at university, I was off a little bit, but then they retake me.
Yeah, that's great.
A little bit as like the mama, because they are a bit younger than me. It's always been like that. Like but you know, sure. It's lovely because we are so different, so different. By playing the dancers, it was in the Beauty and the Beast, and I think it was
because that was Beauty and the Beast the first time.
Yes, the first time of Beauty and the Beast.
2005.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you said to me before we started recording this that you'd actually had friendships through Networks Theatre that you would never have had before. What did you mean by that?
Because we are so different in the end, and because we come from different schools and different backgrounds and different neighbors. So it's like we will never have met if it wasn't because of Network Theatre. And also because when you're in Network Theatre, a really joyful part of you comes. And it's like, you know, people in their best. Except you when you were angry with us because we wouldn't shut up. But you know.
I'm sure I never ever told you to be quiet in rehearsals, did I?
Quiet in the small room.
Well, yeah, for those of you who are watching who only know our most recent Black Box Theatre, we used to perform in the world's smallest theatre. And there was a small room that used to be the toilet. Before one day I said to Lee, Christina, please take the toilet out, close it up. And that gave us that extra room where it was amazing. But there was this small room and people would go in there. And because you're dealing with 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old kids, the first thing they do is they get off stage and they go, well, I was marvelous in that. And all they would hear is me shouting, quiet in the small room. Yeah, a lot of people have that as a very enduring memory of Networks. Okay.
So that was it. So it's like we say it a lot, like if it wasn't because of theater we wouldn't be friends. And actually because of me always changing of cities, going to study abroad and everything, I don't have any friends in Orihuela except for the dancers.
Sure, that's great. Yeah.
So it's like when I think about my friends of my hometown, is there.
Yeah. No, that's great. Okay. You're going to be starting a new etapa in Torrevieja with your real estate. Mm-hmm. Any chance we might get you back on stage again soon?
Well, it's going to be in Murcia. Although I'm living in Torrevieja now, but I will be in Murcia. I don't know, because I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for the schedules.
Yeah.
Because I'm always Yes, because I will be taking the evening shift. So
Okay, yeah. So that
it's
might
always,
be tricky. But you'll come and see us.
always.
And
Every time that I can, I'm always go and support the shows because it's still, you know, by watching them, you really connect with you.
yeah. We started the awards in about 2008. Did you ever win any?
Oh yes, and actually it was my last show, and it was like my last time participating in Network Theater. I got the award for best actress for the
yeah.
role.
No, well, it was great what you did. It was a very, very moving show. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Marta,
Okay,
our time is almost up, and we're going to finish with 2 minutes of crazy questions. Okay.
You didn't tell me about this.
Did I not? oh well.
You're technique always.
Oops. Here comes. I've got to set my timer so I don't go over much by 2 minutes. Here comes some questions. Okay. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Why do you like blue?
Because it's deep like the ocean and infinity like the sky. I don't know.
You're a poet and you don't know it. Good. Dogs or cats?
Oh, dogs because I'm allergic to cats.
Oh yeah, me too. My eyes. Yeah, go. Yeah. What is your favorite takeaway food?
That's so hard. Pizza.
Pizza. Okay. Favorite topping?
Cheese. Lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese. Yeah. Would you like a small part in a pantomime or a big part in a play?
Oof, that's a tough one. A small part in the pantomime.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Do you think you could ride a cow?
I think so. Why not? Impossible is nothing.
You'll give it a go, would you?
I totally will.
Which part would you give Mariano Rajoy in a pantomime?
Oh, the dam, obviously. He would be so beautiful with those lipsticks and heels.
With his beard or without the beard?
With the beard.
With the beard, okay. Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Okay. Well, you said before, didn't you?
Yeah.
What music are you currently listening to?
Well, I'm always been a big fan of a lot of different kind of styles of music. So you can watch me hearing bachata or classic music. I love piano songs.
What's the best city in the world?
The one I haven't been yet.
Seville?
Yes, I've never been to Seville actually.
What city? Okay, yeah. I understand, yeah. Now, would you like to fight one horse-sized duck or 50 duck-sized horses?
Oh my God, what do I have to fight that? What kind of crazy question is that?
So you can fight one horse-sized duck or 50 duck-sized horses. What do you want to fight?
The 50, I think.
The 50?
Because I don't know.
Okay, final question. Which book would you recommend?
Which
book would you recommend?
I'm not a big reader actually, but all that give you some help about, even if it's a fantasy story and give you the opportunity to fly around reality or something like this, that I don't know.
All right, okay. Marta Vegara, Network Theatre Royalty, thank you so much for giving up your time to be on Network's Conversations with. Thank you very much indeed. And we'll say bye-bye to you.
Thank you, Nick. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. So there we are. Thanks for watching the program. We'll see you again next time with another person from our wonderful collection of actors and on Network's Conversations with. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.